It was this leaving due for one of Rich's work friends.
It takes me 2 hours and 42 minutes to get there.
And when we arrive, everyone's proper shit-faced.
If you're lucky, you can do it in an hour and a half.
I didn't really feel like drinking that much, but Rich is proper going for it, and he's hanging out with his mates, which is fine.
But you pretty much have to jump from one train straight to the next.
I was happy seeing him have fun.
It takes me 2 hours and 42 minutes. Every train is delayed.
So I just went and sat on the sofa.
One train is canceled and I have to find a different route.
Then this guy came and sat next to me.
I wonder if I'm doing the right thing.
I didn't know him, but he couldn't keep his eyes open.
I wonder if it means I should turn around and forget it altogether.
And he's talking to me right in my face.
But in 3 days, it'll only take me 18 minutes walking.
I don't know what he was saying.
Things will be more complicated.
I'm looking over at Rich, but he's not looking at me at all.
I think a lot about what I'll say.
I'm just staring at him, and in my head, I'm screaming at him.
I think a lot about being gone and then suddenly here.
I'm trying to tell you I need help.
And I'm walking down the same road I've walked hundreds of times, and it's as if time hasn't moved, and I'm 22 and perhaps it's somebody's birthday, so we're all out, and it's 3 a.m. and she's carrying her shoes because she had to piss all over her socks in a bush.
Please.
And I'm laughing at her.
I need someone to help me.
And she's watching the sky as it starts to rain.
But he didn't notice me.
It's been 30 degrees for a week, and all of a sudden it's raining, and we're running in it down the hill, and I'm happy.
He kept on drinking.
I'm really fucking happy. I didn't want to wreck it.
You already did.
I know. I didn't plan this. If I'm honest, it freaked me out. I couldn't work out why you would love me. I thought you'd get over it, like it wouldn't be that big of a thing.
That's not yours to decide.
You're too good for me. You're too good for anyone. You're too good for Rich.
I spent so much time stuck.
You still live here?
And I didn't want it.
Are you happy now?
I didn't really think it'd ever be you.
With him?
That you'd have enough.
I've known you for 7 years.
You've been gone for 2 of them.
Okay.
I'm married now.
I know.
I married Rich.
I'm happy for you.
It was so hard to move on.
I'm happy for...
Every street here reminds me of you. Like, I can see the ghosts of us still running riot.
I'm sorry, I wanted to see you.
You don't love me, Harry. We're not in love.
You're my best friend.
We're not even friends.
You're my best friend.
Right, because this is normal. This is what best friends do. We fuck each other over and say a million different things and just fuck off to make things work with some other girl who is probably thinner and has a degree.
I still care about you.
No.
I want to make things right.
No, I don't want you. Please leave me alone. Please. I've done so much, okay? I'm married now. I married Rich because it was the right thing to do.
I'm happy for you. Do you still live here?
No, my parents do. But I'm here a lot when it gets difficult with Rich.
Are you happy now? With him?
Yes.
Are you sure? It was quick?
Because it was right.
Okay. I used to tell her I didn't understand her. She could look at you saying one thing, but you'd never believe it. She always smiled as if she knew every way in which you were unsure, and she'd swallow you in that if she felt like it. We were out once down some street in our hometown, and she said, out of nowhere,
I'll show you if you like.
And then she says, close your eyes.
Eyes.
And I say, I don't like this.
Just do it.
I'm not like you.
Fucking hell, close your eyes.
Okay.
What is in front of you?
The road.
Is it?
Yes,
How do you know?
because I saw it 5 seconds ago.
How do you know it's still there? Perhaps it's moved.
It hasn't.
How do you know?
Because I do.
Because you do.
I don't understand you.
Do you?
So I asked her, what do you think is in there then?
4 walls.
What?
4 walls. It's always 4 walls. I don't know what's past it, but I don't want to know. It's safe here because I have you.
And I laughed and told her she was mad.
I don't know, Harry.
But now when I think about it, it doesn't seem so mad.
I thought I'd never see you again.
I think she just wants to feel safe.
I'm used to it now.
I built something she couldn't get through
You promised.
and watered it down to friends because I deserve that.
You said you'd keep me okay.
I think you're better off without me.
But now you've messed me up about it.
I think I need time.
You need time.
I'm not good at the relationship thing.
So I say,
I guess I just never said no.
I
Figured, well, why not if it's there?
don't say anything.
If there's someone there and I'm going to feel less lonely, then sure.
I just say,
And it was always fun for the first few months, when you make an effort to do stuff or you're up all night because you can't get enough of them.
nothing.
But it always got too much.
Just
Like I want time to do my own thing, but you can't really do that if you live with someone.
say nothing.
And we'd fight all the time.
Say something.
And I'm so shit at saying stuff, so I just keep it in, what I thought. And she'd get mad at me for not opening up, but it's hard.
And I'm
All of a sudden, I'm 3 years in and fucking miserable.
not afraid.
But I don't know how to be on my own. I didn't want that for you.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared.
Because I could talk to you. Why were you crying?
When?
Got no shoes on.
I don't need your help. I don't need you.
It won't help you to ignore it.
Why wasn't I enough for you?
Why were you crying? I can help.
I don't want you to be mad at me.
What was he doing?
I'm trying to tell you I need help.
Why were you there?
But he followed me.
I feel protective of you.
And so close. I squashed up on the side. He had his arm around me, and all of a sudden I'm crying. I tried to get away, but he was gripping me so hard. He was tall as well, really tall and much older.
That's not right.
But it wasn't anything much.
He assaulted you.
It was just uncomfortable.
That guy.
And he started putting his hand up my legs. I just froze. Kept going. And I said I needed the toilet and left the room. It's not that big.
Don't say it doesn't matter because it does. And Rich should have been looking out for you.
His hands were cold and hard.
Because you look after the people you love.
I didn't care that much about it. But I spent an hour in the toilet, and it took that long for Rich to come looking for me. And when he did, he was so angry. I couldn't understand why. He said he'd been watching me the whole time and nothing happened.
He assaulted you. That guy, Margot, what the fuck?
Except he wasn't watching me.
You have to tell somebody.
Who?
The police?
No.
This is serious.
Actually, it's not, okay?
I was out with some friends, a few guys from college.
It's not a big deal.
Camden, I think. The nights blur into each other.
And not because that's me being naive or something.
One of them I didn't know so well. And what I did know, I didn't like.
He touched me.
But we were at this bar and he's looking at all the birds saying who he'd shag.
That was all.
And I was laughing along.
What evidence do I have of that?
Agreed or disagreed.
Who's to say I didn't ask for it?
He was drunk until he could barely stand.
I was drunk.
It was towards the end of the night and I heard a noise and that guy, he's pushing some girl against the wall trying to open her shirt.
Maybe I don't remember saying yes.
Is that true?
No.
Some other guy punched him and the bouncers kicked him out.
I only have that.
I didn't bother seeing him again.
It's my word against his.
I'm not one to hang out with creeps, and he wasn't a friend or nothing.
It was just touching.
But maybe it could have been different.
It wasn't more.
If I had told him it weren't funny, that I didn't care for what he had been saying all evening.
It wasn't violent.
But I didn't, because I didn't think any of it really.
It was just slightly invasive.
But when I left, this girl, she was crying in the street and her friends hugging her, crying too. And I legged it to the station.
It was just wanting.
Because I didn't want to be a part of what happened.
I was too drunk
But I am a part of it.
to read my face.
I didn't say anything. This is serious. What happened? It's not right.
You say that because you care about me. Remember Amy Ringwald? Remember in year 8, everyone talked shit about her because she met up with some older guy in a hotel room? And then all the boys would try it on with her because they thought she was easy. But nobody really thought about the fact that she was 12 years old. Do you really think she went into that hotel with any idea of what she would walk out with? And why would she want to stand up and make herself vulnerable in front of an entire school of teenagers and say she didn't ask for it? I don't need the hassle. I don't need to sit in front of 2 policemen telling me men have different urges to women. I don't want our friends to say that I cheated on Rich and I'm trying to get away with it. I know Rich would buy that. It's easy for you to sit there and tell me how to fix it and what I should do. You haven't had to convince anyone that you got punched in the face if the bruise is still there. But my bruise is asking for it because I like to wear short skirts. My bruise suggests I wanted it because I didn't say no.
You're wrong. That's wrong.
It's easy for you to survive on right and wrong in a place that suits you so well. But I survive on not letting bad things take over my life when they happen. I kept thinking this morning about my sister.
Can't just bury it.
My sister, she's only...
And you're right.
She's 17.
You don't have a clue.
She's quiet.
You told me.
Timid.
I believe you.
If I can't stand up for myself, how is she supposed to?
Maybe that's because I know you.
How are any of us supposed to win?
I know you're a tough girl who swears at men, who yells sleazy things at her in the street, who shoves off greasy guys in clubs and talks to everyone about how they need to be doing better, what needs to be done for the world to change.
Exactly. So why didn't I shove him off or yell at him? I just said nothing.
Go inside. I know you can do it.
I'm supposed to be this loud, outspoken person
You couldn't say anything.
who isn't afraid.
You couldn't say anything.
And I just didn't say anything.
You are tough.
Just don't want to be that girl.
But you're also human. Everyone feels scared.
Somebody ruined.
You're allowed to be scared.
Somebody ruined.
You're not ruined. Don't let something like this change what you think about yourself. Do you still live here?
No.
Go inside.
I know the second I walk in, my mom will read on my face that something's wrong. I don't want to upset her.
You'll have your mom and your siblings and me. Why are you sad out here?
I don't want to be that girl.
It feels awful now because the party was last night, but it's already this morning. And then it'll be tomorrow, and then the next month, and it'll be further away from you, and you'll become more and more better at things. And sometimes it'll bother you, and then you'll tell yourself, well, I made it through the night and the morning after, so I can make it through now. And the next time you remember.
You are my best friend.
Things are always easy with you. Go inside.
I don't want to be.
Somebody ruined.